Welcome to the ultimate guide on mastering the Turkish Get-Up. If you're looking to elevate your workout and engage every single muscle in your body, you're in the right place. In this step-by-step tutorial, I'll break down the Turkish Get-Up into easy to follow movements, ensuring you learn the proper technique to boost your strength and stability. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your skills, this exercise is a game changer for building full body strength and enhancing your overall fitness. So let's start with the body weight version to master the movement first before adding any weights. Ready? Let's dive in. All right, let's get started with the first step, the setup. Begin by lying flat on your back on the floor. Now, imagine you're holding a weight in one hand. Raise that arm straight up towards the ceiling, forming a fist. This is the arm that will hold the imaginary weight throughout the movement. Next, position your other arm out to the side at about 45-degree angle. This will help with the balance and support. On the side where you're holding the imaginary weight, bend your knee and place that foot flat on the ground. Your other leg should be straight with the foot resting on the floor. Take a moment to really feel this position. It's crucial for stability as we proceed. Make sure your core is engaged and you're ready to move to the next step. Let's master the setup before moving forward. Now that you're set up, let's move on to step 2. From this position, use your bent leg and push through your foot to lift your body up towards the straight side. As you do this, engage your other elbow to push against the floor. This will help you rise up and maintain balance. It's important to keep your weight primarily on the straight side. Remember, your glute on the side with the weight should not touch the floor. This keeps your body aligned and supports stability. Keep your eyes focused on the imaginary weight above you. This is crucial. Not only does it help you learn to maintain your focus when you start adding real weight, but it also strengthens the mind-body connection necessary for this movement. As you practice pushing up onto your elbow, take the time to repeat the step several times. When you're ready to lower yourself back down, visualize maintaining a triangle shape with the arm you're pushing towards. If you find this helpful, imagine you're pushing against something as you lower down. Or you can even use an actual weight to assist with this movement. Make sure you're not scrunching your shoulder during this phase. Preserving proper form is essential for safety. Practice this motion until you feel confident and controlled in your movement. Ready to move on to the next step? Let's keep building. Great job on the last step. Now let's move on to step 3. Transitioning from the elbow up to the hand. Remember to keep your weight stabilized on the straight side as you do this. As you push yourself up, visualize moving in a 45-degree angle rather than sitting straight up. This angle is key for maintaining your center of your gravity and balance throughout the movement. Once you've successfully risen onto your hand, take a moment to stabilize yourself there. Then lower yourself back down to the elbow, practicing the second step to ensure you're descending safely and with control. It's important to perform several repetitions of each step, allowing your body to become familiar with the movements. This practice will help build your confidence and comfort level, ensuring that when you're ready to progress to the full Turkish get-up, you can do it safely and with ease. And remember, as you move through each repetition, keep your eyes focused on the weight above you. This will reinforce that mind-body connection and help you maintain proper alignment throughout the exercise. Ready to continue? Let's keep going. Now let's move on to step 4, the bridge or the modified knee bend. In this step, we're going to create a tripod shape using your straight arm, straight leg, and bent leg. This triangle formation is crucial for stability as we push our hips up. To perform the bridge, engage your muscles and push your hips upwards using these 3 points of contact. As you lift, make sure to squeeze your glutes to avoid overextending your back. This will help protect your spine and maintain proper alignment. If you find that you're unable to perform the bridge just yet, don't worry. You can still safely continue the Turkish get-up by skipping the bridge. Instead, you can bend your straight leg. This modification allows you to transition to the next step without any issues. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you right now. Focus on stability and control in this movement, whether you're doing the bridge or modifying with the bent leg. Ready for the next step? Let's keep building on this foundation. All right, you've made it to step 5, the sweep. This is often considered the trickiest part of the Turkish get-up, so pay close attention. Getting this move right is essential for maintaining your stability throughout the exercise. From your bridge position, it's time to sweep your straight leg underneath you and rest it on your knee. As you make this transition, be sure to keep your joints stacked and properly aligned. Your knee should be positioned directly below your shoulder, creating a straight line as possible. This alignment is crucial as it sets you up for the bottom of the half-kneeling windmill position. If you opted to skip the bridge, no problem. You can simply move your straight leg that you bent right into a bottom half-kneeling windmill position. Once you're in this stage, practice reversing the movement and smoothly lowering yourself back down to the starting position. This will help reinforce your muscle memory and enhance your comfort with the movement. Remember, it's important to perform repetitions on each side to truly get comfortable with the sweep and the overall flow of the Turkish get-up. Keep practicing, and let's move on to the next step. Now we're moving on to step 6, the half-kneeling windmill. This step is crucial, so it's important to get it right. Remember, the windmill is a hip-dominant exercise, which means you should focus on using your hips rather than pushing off with your arms. To begin, push your hips back towards the back leg while maintaining a strong, engaged core. This movement is key for setting yourself up into a proper half-kneeling position. As you rise, make sure that your movements are driven by your hips, allowing your upper body to flow naturally. If you feel uncertain about the windmill motion, I recommend practicing it on its own a few times. This will help you gain a better understanding on how to engage your hips properly. Keep in mind, every time you lower or elevate yourself, be intentional about using your hips. This will foster a stronger, more efficient movement pattern that is essential for the Turkish get-up. Once you feel confident with the half-kneeling windmill, we'll be ready to tackle the final steps. Let's keep progressing. Now we're moving on to step 7, straightening your back leg to prepare for the step up. This step is vital for ensuring that your joint angles are properly aligned. setting you up for success as you move into the next part of the Turkish Get-Up. As you find yourself in the half-kneeling position, focus on straightening your back leg. This action helps create the necessary stability and alignment in your joints, allowing you to maintain control as you prepare to step forward. Take a moment to assess your body position during this transition. Ensuring proper alignment will make a significant difference in your ability to perform the next step efficiently and safely. Once you're confident that your back leg is straight and you feel balanced, we'll get ready to move into the final steps of the Turkish Get-Up. Let's keep going. Now we've reached step 8, the step up. Once you've straightened your back leg and settled into a proper half-kneeling position, the next thing to focus on is your foot placement for the step forward. Make sure to tuck your toes on your back leg to create a solid base as you prepare to move. At this point, it's essential to look forward instead of up at the weight above you. This will help maintain your balance and alignment as you execute the step. When you're ready, step forward into a standing position. This motion should be controlled and intentional, ensuring you remain stable throughout. As you step up, think about pressing through your planted foot to create an upward force that elevates your body smoothly. After you stepped up, don't forget to reverse the movement. Step back down carefully, retracing your steps to lower yourself safely. Practicing this step on its own can be beneficial, especially when you introduce an overhead weight on one side. It will help you gain confidence in your ability to manage movement with balance and control. Keep practicing until you feel comfortable with the step up. Remember, consistency is key to mastering this action. So take your time and focus on perfecting your technique. Congratulations on learning how to do the Turkish Get-Up. Stick around for some additional tips that will help you succeed in mastering this effective exercise. As you progress through the Turkish Get-Up, remember that you can adjust your angles as needed. However, it's important not to change angles while transitioning between movements. Consistency during your transition helps maintain stability and control. Ensure that the foot that is planted on the floor is always fully flat and that you do not raise your heels. This solid foundation is critical for proper alignment and will enhance your balance throughout the movement. Once you feel comfortable performing the Turkish Get-Up, using only your body weight, a great way to prepare for adding weight is to practice balancing a yoga block. This will help you develop the necessary control and stability before you pick up a kettlebell or any other weight. Practicing with the yoga block can reinforce your focus on keeping your eyes on the weight and improving your overall technique. Keep at it. And now let's move on to learn how to properly load yourself with a kettlebell. Now that you've practiced the Turkish Get-Up using body weight and feel confident in your movements, let's discuss how to properly hold a kettlebell. When holding a kettlebell, it's crucial to maintain a straight wrist, or at most a slightly curled in position. Avoid extending your wrist, as this can lead to injury or strain over time. Keep your wrist aligned properly, not only protects your joints, but also improves your overall control of the kettlebell during the get-up. As you prepare to add weight, take a moment to acquaint yourself with the kettlebell hold. This will enhance your stability and performance as you transition into the weighted Turkish Get-Up. Keep practicing, and let's get ready to incorporate the kettlebell into your routine. Once you feel comfortable holding a light kettlebell, we can move on to how to pick it up from the floor while in the get-up position. To start, get into a fetal position next to the kettlebell. It's important to grab the kettlebell with both hands for stability and support. Remember to always keep your wrist straight as you grip the weight. As you prepare to lift, ensure that your elbow is extended. This will help you maintain integrity in your movement. Think of the connection between your joints and muscles as a strong linkage instead of leakage. Proper alignment will not only protect your joints, but also facilitate a smoother transition as you move into the Turkish Get-Up. Once you've secured the kettlebell, you're ready to transition into the next movement. Let's practice this carefully and safely. Now let's talk about how to safely switch the kettlebell from one side to the other after you finish a get-up on one side. To do this, use both arms to drag the kettlebell overhead in a motion I like to call the half halo. This technique is essential for moving the kettlebell safely while protecting your joints. This movement will ensure the kettlebell doesn't fall on your head or body while switching sides. Maintaining control of the kettlebell through the half halo ensures both safety and stability throughout the transition. Focus on keeping your core engaged and your movements deliberate as you switch sides. Once you've successfully moved the kettlebell to the other side, you're ready to perform the Turkish Get-Up on that side. Let's practice this transition carefully. As we wrap up the tutorial, I want to emphasize the importance of getting comfortable with the body weight movements first, and then practicing with the yoga block before transitioning to a kettlebell. Mastering the basics will set you up for success as you progress. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or specific topics you'd like to learn about next, please leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and stay updated on all future content. Your feedback is valuable, and I can't wait to help you continue with your fitness journey.